This this is Laniakea, the creature. She is magic and has a raccoon tail to wiggle for flight and tin antlers to receive and transmit signals and patterns from Loomer, the deer-antlered, vacuum cleaner mouth robot being who made the solar system and seeded it with luminous beings from the luminous web. Laniakea also has 5 compound eyes, just like Opabinia regalis, one of the earliest organisms, and it had a proboscis and is fascinating. When Loomer created the solar system and seeded it with luminous being magic, one of the first places the luminous beings started working with materials to bring magic down from the luminous web was the Jovian sulfur moon EO. When the luminous beings were planning on making a planet full of sweet-hearted, magical, special little creatures, one of the first creatures they planned was the Opabinia. And so, the luminous beings made Laniakea, who was back then just a shape-shifting, pregnant energy ghost, to give birth to the good creatures, including the Opabinia. But EO was a sulfur swirl, where reality was too much, and Laniakea couldn't shapeshift into the form she needed to give birth to lots of good little critters. She went into a cave and came out on a new planet and in new dimensions and new moons and new cheese balls all across the solar system, but nowhere was right to transform into the birthing creature and lay a bunch of eggs. Eventually, Laniakea came out of a cave on Earth, but she was so tired and the monkey leaf blowers and lawnmowers were so terrible that she didn't feel real or know about her magical mission. But life was on Earth because during her spelunking through the solar system, her inner light self-fertilized the eggs, and the flows and oscillations of the solar system picked them up and swept them to Earth. But the magical creatures needed her to be part of the web of life and magic, but she doesn't feel real. It's okay though, because during a ride in a tin submarine alongside a Greenland shark and luminous angels of fruit-tasting light, Laniakea looks at sea anemones and remembers her mission from Loomer and the luminous beings, and that all of God's creatures are very, very different and very special, and the goodness of colors and shapes and patterns and noises and feelings and vibrations.